We have your boss lady sexy. You have your little black dress sexy. Your sophisticated sexy. This is your playful, girly type of sexy. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your girl Adriana DC. So I'm going to be giving you guys my top 10 sexiest smelling fragrances in my collection, and I absolutely cannot wait to tell you my take on all the fragrances in my collection I consider to be really sensual, very sexy, and very alluring, and deep and characterful fragrances. But before we go on to the video, you guys, I'm going to ask you guys to please do click that subscribe button. By all means, give me a thumbs up if you guys are loving my videos and my content thus far. But feel free to drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know if any of these fragrances are also your top favorite sexy smelling fragrances in your collection. So without further ado, let's just dive into the video. So the first fragrance I'm going to be telling you guys about in my collection is going to be Angel Muse by Perfume. Now, you guys, I can't tell you how much I love this fragrance. This is the most sexy smelling fragrance ever, you guys. This perfume smells like chocolate. It smells like chocolate and patchouli. That's it. It has some powderiness to it, and I think that's what's quite, that's what's quite attractive to this perfume. That's what carries off this fragrance, because it is quite strong as well. But it has a nice chocolatey, smooth, it's quite airy. I mean, what woman would not want to smell like she's just covered in chocolates? I mean, that is the sexiest thing ever, you guys. So this would be my top fragrance when it comes to sexy smelling. If I was to be trying to entice somebody, this would be the fragrance that I would personally wear, you guys. So there you have it, Angel Muse by Perfume. The next sexy smelling fragrance in my collection is none other than Poison Girl, you guys. The well-renowned, ever so sexy Poison Girl by Dior. This literally smells like a smooth, spicy vanilla liqueur. It is deep. It is a dark liquid. It is strong. It is long lasting. It is just very sensual. I consider this fragrance to be very sexy. So much sexy that I've been applying this perfume literally on a daily basis and just rubbing it in. I would like to plaster this perfume all over myself. I think it's a very sleek and sophisticated sexiness. This is not a very provocative sexiness like my Angel Muse. This is a very sleek, sophisticated, seductive type of sexy smelling fragrance, you guys, and I would definitely recommend this for date nights and stuff like that. I think this perfume is absolutely stunning for that purpose. Next, you guys, is of course the best, Jean Paul Scandal by Jean Paul Gaultier, you guys. I mean, this is that fragrance that you put on when you put on your freakum dress. That freakum dress that you guys bring out when you guys are, trying to entice that guy. If you don't have on Scandal by Jean Paul Gaultier, then you're missing it. I mean, this is a honey, vanilla, and patchouli smelling fragrance. A very sweet honey like vanilla and patchouli smelling fragrance, and it's quite powdery, so it dries on very, very sensual and sexy. This just dries on really nice. It's a really powdery, honey, sweet smelling fragrance. Imagine smelling like a sweet baby powder. Not a baby powder. This smells like a grown woman powder. A sweet honey like grown woman powdery smelling fragrance. Absolutely, absolutely sexy. This is very, very seductive, you guys, and this would be my number one sexiest smelling fragrance in my collection, you guys. I mean, Poison Girl is for that, that very sleek and kind of subtle, seductive woman. But my Scandal is that woman who's bold and fierce and takes charge, you guys. That is Scandal by Jean Paul Gaultier. The next sexy smelling fragrance in my collection is, of course, La Belle, again by Jean Paul Gaultier, you guys. So this is a very sweet smelling pearlite fragrance with vanilla, and I think it's vanilla and vetiver in it. But overall, it's a really sweet smelling fragrance. You have to wait for the dry down. Now, if you saturate yourself with this fragrance, the guy, whoever you're around, they might very well pass out. But once they live for the dry down, this is the most sweet and strong smelling fragrance. I mean, you could not go wrong with this on that night when you are into yourself, and provided you don't overspray yourself cuddling in the nighttime, you know, with that sexy guy. This one right here, this Jean Paul Gaultier, ooh, I don't think he'll be able to keep his hands off of you guys. Next, you guys, is my J'adore Touche de Parfum. Now, this is not a fragrance that's very much talked about, but I think this is a very sexy, sweet, and sensual smelling fragrance. This is sophisticatedly sexy. So this perfume has a notes of jasmine, vanilla, iris, sandalwood, and you get all of these notes in this fragrance. But overall, you guys, the dry down on this is a very sophisticated, seductive, and sexy smelling fragrance. The utmost sophisticated sexy you can possibly be. J'adore Touche de Parfum, you guys. There is none like it. So much that this fragrance doesn't even have a sprayer. It literally dab it on you guys. And it is very long lasting. The sillage is very strong. It is intoxicatingly sweet, but it's not sweet in a very like it's not playful at all. It's a very mature and sweet smelling, sophisticated fragrance. You get strong notes of jasmine. You get the sandalwood, and again, it dries on quite powdery, but this is absolutely beautiful, you guys. Next, you guys, is Coco Noir by Chanel. Chanel's little black dress, you guys. Yes, now this perfume right here, this is a bergamot, vanilla, patchouli, tonka bean, and rose smelling fragrance. This is that fragrance that you put on when you're going to the club, when you're going dancing, when you're going for dinner. I mean, this is that fragrance that you put on when you're just well dressed, you know, when you're looking good. This is Coco Noir by Chanel, and this is more of a nighttime fragrance. I would say evening, is not really daytime. You can wear it in the day. Actually, yeah, I would wear this in the daytime. This is a really nice fragrance. Next, you guys, is the Aloe Folie. It is a clean, fresh rose, but it has depth to it. It's quite dark as well. So this fragrance has in notes of pear, red currant, bergamot. It has in rose, peony, bourbon vanilla, tonka bean, and patchouli, you guys. This fragrance has in all things sweet and sexy, you guys. Pretty much that's what it is. This is a very sweet smell. It's sweet, but a fresh, and it's not that mature, but it's a grown woman type of sexy. The rose in this fragrance, you guys, is just done really, really well. Definitely a jaw-dripping, sexy smelling fragrance, you guys. So that is the Aloe Folie by La Nuit. So this is Oud Bouquet by Lancôme, you guys. And so this fragrance has in notes of oud, vanilla, rose, praline. This is just a very interesting, sexy type of fragrance. This is like chic type of sexy. There's no other way to describe. This is expensive sexy. This is this is that fragrance when you meet a woman that wears only top-notch designer wear, and you do get the oudiness to this fragrance. You get the vanilla and the praline, and it's reacting quite well with the oud. This is that fragrance again that only expensive, sexy women wear. Last but not least is YSL's Libre, you guys. Now this is boss lady type of sexy. Fragrance has in notes of lavender, orange blossom, vanilla, tonka bean, and musk. Again, it's not that sweet, but it's strong, and it's that type of fragrance that a woman who knows exactly what she's about, who knows what she wants. This is the fragrance that lady will be wearing. This is that woman who comes in the best looking suit, the most high-end sexy suit that hugs every curve with her high heels and everything. This is that boss lady type of sexy smelling fragrance, you guys, and this is YSL Libre. So there you have it, my top 10 sexy smelling fragrance, like sexy, seductive, sensual smelling fragrance. We have your boss lady sexy, you have your little black dress sexy, your sophisticated sexy. This is your playful, girly type of sexy. This is just your sensual sexy. And we have Poison Girl, which is very subtly, sophisticatedly sexy. And we have your provocative, sexy, provocative, grown woman type of sexy, and your sensual type of sexy smelling fragrance, and your expensive sexy, you guys. And this is your girly and somewhat reserved and playful type of sexy smelling fragrance. So there you have it, you guys, my top 10 sexy smelling fragrance in my collection. Again, you guys, if you like this video, if you enjoyed this video, by all means give me a thumbs up. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to click the notification bell so that way you guys will be notified every single time I upload and tell you guys about some sexy fragrances in my collection. And again, until next time, see you in my next video. Bye.